Over the past 5 months, every night I wake up at the same time. I began thinking that it was because I was anxious, going through anxiety and stress, but I realized that it was not coincidence because it was the same time every night between 2:40 to 3 o'clock. Most of us wake up at this time and we go to our phones and we start scrolling. That's what I did. I didn't do anything different. And every time I did this, some idea would come to mind. But I did not think deeper. I would not say I have normally a very religious person, but I'm very spiritual. I have a deep connection with my spiritual being. Most times I try to suppress it. I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to follow its directives. On this fateful day about 3 months ago, I was in a very dark place. I woke up at the same time, like I do most nights, when the whole world was silent and you could listen to a message from God or from a being higher than us. And all of the things that I'd been looking for answers over the past 3 months, when I wake up at this time, I don't really have to even pray, I just have to meditate. And I think the answers come to me. I'll share one with you guys today. If you're seeing this video, it means that you are meant to see it. Something higher can see that there is benefit in you clicking and watching this video. That higher thing could be the maker of the universe, if you believe in God. For others, it could be the universe, the laws of attraction, attracting them to the video. Others might think it's technology, because nowadays the internet doesn't only listen, it knows what we're typing. And so people argue that it can actually know what we're thinking. So either ways, I think you should watch this video because it means that it'll benefit you. I'm taking a walk. It's a Sunday, the 1st of December, and I have a message. Over the past 4 months, I've been going through a difficult time, but I seem to wake up at the same time every night, between 2 to 3. And I attributed it initially to the stress, lack of sleep, anxiety, maybe a bit of depression. And I did not think more of it. It's been happening for 4 months. And on this particular day, I was in the hospital. It was one of the toughest nights I had in my life, with one of my kids who has been unwell. At the time, he was very poorly. You know how you can have a particular symptom that has different diagnoses? For example, a headache could mean maybe you are dehydrated, you need water. It could mean that you have a migraine. It could mean many things. It could also mean something more severe. We always wish not. That's exactly what I was going through that day, because my child had certain symptoms that we could not work it out even with the doctors. I let myself be, and a few days later a particular thing came to mind. I had never heard about this word and I ignored it, and it came to mind when I woke up at 3 o'clock to say my usual prayers. I just thought, no. I didn't even research it. At 7 in the morning I woke up and I searched, and it was exactly what my son was going through. As I said, you could have one symptom that looks like many things. I did not want to get too carried away, too excited. So I still did not say anything. At 10 o'clock, I saw him suffering. I asked the doctors, I said, have you thought about this thing? When they came for the rounds, they looked at each other and they said no. And they looked at him and they said, oh my God, Mom, that's what he's got. And he was given a treatment for that, and his symptoms improved. This is just one of a few things that I had revelations about. This channel as well was one. He kept coming to me to start a channel. I had 4 names for my channel. This particular name, Lulu Diaries, came at 3 in the morning. One night I was sleeping. And I woke up, made a note on my notepad on my phone, which is full, by the way, because I have a lot of ideas at that time, which I have begun listening when I have these ideas. I make a note and I take it seriously. What I want to share today, and the reason why I said if you click on this video, is because you need it. A word has been in mind for a long time, and it's been let it be. Today it's let it be, tomorrow it's let it go, the next day is let them go. It's always been let them, and then go seems to be coming. And the first time I heard, I started singing, let it be, let it be, let it be. Na 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 of wisdom, let it be. And there was no inspiration from that, and I moved on because life is hectic, isn't it? I've done other short videos in the meantime, but could not really dissect what this was about. And then another time it was let them be. I did not do any further checks because I did not understand. Last night it was profound. I was restless all night. I couldn't sleep. If you see under my eyes, they're darker than usual. I just woke up and wore my coats, and I came from my walk in the countryside around just literally close to where I live. I'm very lucky to live in a place with a lot of green. That's like a lake. And I was here all summer before I had my unfortunate mishap with the health crisis. And it was a sign today when I woke up on the 1st of December after not being able to sleep. The excuse that I had all these days that it was too cold. But that being up there, God, the bigger person, gave me the best weather. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. Look at it. On the 1st of December. So that I have no excuse not to come out. So that there's no reason I have not to walk. And I thought I'm going to deliver this message today. It's a Sunday. It's the first day of December, so hopefully you'll get this message today. Let it be changed, and I knew what it was. It was more like let them go. If you've been hanging on to anything, let it go. If there's been anything in your life that you've been trying to get rid of, but you're scared of the consequences, stop fighting. Stop fighting it. We talk often about generational curses, right? And it's something that we like to use loosely. There's a plane, so it's a bit noisy. I did not want to use my microphone because I would not get the birds, but there are things like this, so I'll pause. We use it very loosely, especially Africans, and we think that we need to maybe go into a church to break them. We think that we have to pray, we have to meet a special man of God to break the curses. And I actually realized that what I wanted to share today was something to do with what we hang onto in life that causes us to feel like we have a generational curse. It comes from us. So just hear me out for a minute. A lot of us are in marriages that we are not happy. But because generations from us, maybe our great-grandmothers, have all stayed married, happily or not, and that's all we've seen, so we are scared to break it. What that is doing is the opposite. Because we've seen abuse, we've seen unhappiness, we've seen maybe a deadbeat dad, or we've seen a dad who is abusive, not only physical, emotionally. A dad who might not be a good example to the kids by maybe having addictions. And the kids grow up to be exactly that because we don't want to break the chain of being the first person to separate. So we are exactly what we've been seeing. And we don't realize that that's maybe where the generational curse comes from. Also, we've always lived in a particular idea of what is normal. Normal has always meant perhaps we all go to work every day, have a 9-to-5 job, come back, cook for the kids, work hard, have maybe 1 week holiday a year, moan about it, and carry on the circle. We saw our mothers toil hard. We saw our fathers toil hard. And we carry on, but we're expecting to break generational curse. It starts from you. Let's instill in our new generations what we wished or what we know of. Because they see exactly what is happening and they copy it. I was talking to a sister and she was talking about how life had been so tough on her. She felt like, I'm sorry I keep moving my arms because it hurts, and she felt like she was doing more than she was meant to. And I said, this is what we saw our mothers do. And we've carried on doing it. Don't you think that it's time for you maybe to start doing things different so your daughters see a different way of living? They can also think that going into a marriage means that both parties have to participate, not just one. And she said, oh my God, you're right. I said, generational curses is not what we think. Nobody's cursing us. It's what we have seen and what we continue to see. And we emulate it. This is in every aspect. When we hang on to material things, when we have no wealth, but we keep acquiring one material thing after the next. We keep going for flashy cars, the biggest flat screen TVs when we don't need them. We cannot afford simple things that we need for our kids, but we go for these things for instant gratification. That is a curse that we've seen, and we believe it's the norm. Look at people who are wealthy. They don't build wealth by spending money they don't have. The kids see the same, and the circle continues. So what I wanted to say, when I talked about the word let it be, it means let it go as well. Let them go. If you've been in toxic relationships with friends that don't give you any value, let them go. Sometimes you find yourself arguing with your friends or with your so-called, circle of friends or sisters. And when your kids see this, they come home, you guys are screaming, they'll grow up thinking it's normal attitude to have. Or you guys are always backbiting about one person behind their back. They hear, they see. Let it be, let it go. That toxic friendship that's not helping you, let it go. That toxic relationship, let it go. That toxic marriage, let it go. It will leave you room for greater things. Trying to acquire that big house when you cannot afford it, let it go. That job that you've been holding on to for years, let it go. I'm not saying go and quit your job tomorrow. Have a proper exit plan. That business idea that you've been keeping at the back end because you're scared, let it come out. Finding your purpose cannot be done overnight, but I just thought I'll share this while I go for my morning walk, the first of many, I hope. I feel great after doing almost an hour, and I hope this message means something to you, touches you, and it's the start of Vlogmas for those who want to do it. I cannot promise, but if I carry on with my daily walks, I might be dropping short messages like this if I feel inspired. Thank you very much for watching, and for all of your support, guys. I don't take you guys for granted. Oh.
No good. Yeah, just have to wait for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, see ya. Bye. And if you found this video helpful, please do well to subscribe, share with somebody else who might find this helpful. And I don't take you guys your support for granted. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Let me carry on my walk. Bye, and happy December month. I wish you everything you wish for, and a fantastic holiday season in advance. And hopefully I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Bye-bye. Bye.